Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I thought I'd do a rather spontaneous video. I didn't really want to do any more beauty routines just yet, as I've kind of done it every day and everything. So I thought I would go on to something that is definitely one thing that I spend all of my money on, which is my trainer collection. So luckily, being a fashion blogger, I obviously get a lot of clothes sent to me. Some of these trainers have been sent to me and I will tell you which ones, but I thought I'd give you my top 5 trainers in my collection because a lot of my friends tell me I have too many trainers whenever I want to get more. It's just the only thing I really spend my money on, bar makeup and clothes, I guess. So without further ado, let's move on to my first pick. So for my first pick, I thought I would go with my oldest pair that I have. It's still not that old and you can still get them, and they are the Adidas Ultra Boost. So apologies, but these are extremely dirty. I've worn them to death, and obviously living in England, rain, you can't predict it. So when you are wearing these, try to look at the weather, I guess, and if it starts raining, just run inside. But they are like walking on clouds. You can get them in different colours now, but when I tried to get these, they were like impossible to find. And I did find some in a Foot Locker, I think. They're about £120, but obviously if you get them through Office or something, you can get a student discount, about 10%. So they are definitely worth it. They have lasted me forever. I did put them in the wash and they did shrink slightly, as they are more of like a sock trainer. But I love them. I still wear them quite often, and I do try and give them a clean with like a special trainer cleaner, but obviously they really can't be saved anymore. They have gone a bit bobbly now because I tried to use a brush on them, which I do not recommend because now I have ruined them. But obviously I'll probably just end up getting more, maybe black pair, since white did get dirty so easily. But these are amazing. So going up in price slightly, I did get these for my birthday, and they are the Balenciaga runners. So these are the all black ones, which are quite hard to find, but obviously they do them in multiple colours. They have got these still in like Selfridges with the white sole, and I thought these were going to be really uncomfortable. Like, I was in love with them when I saw them, and they're one of my most favourite high fashion trainers. And I thought, oh no, they're going to be really uncomfortable and they're just going to look pretty on, but I'm not going to be able to walk very far in them. And actually, they are incredible. Like, I've done whole days in London wearing them and they've not hurt me one bit. Whereas my Vans or anything like that kill my feet. My feet can get shredded so quickly. And these really don't do anything. They're definitely worth the money. I try and keep them in as good condition as possible. So I try and keep them in the dust bag if I'm trying to be really good. But otherwise I just try and give them a really good clean. But luckily, I think because they're black, they do really hide the marks really well, because they do have a few scratches on the sole. And there's a tiny little white part here, and that is slightly marked, and the toe is now slightly scuffed, as this bit is the fabric. It's like a mesh fabric. So if you are a bit clumsy like me and like to trip up, this bit will get ruined. But as you can see on camera, I've had these now for nearly a year and they still nearly look brand new. So this is definitely one of my favourite shoes in my shoe collection. So these have a range of different materials on them. So you have a slight leather section here, and then a suede at the back, and then a mesh at the front. And then you also have like this elastic part that covers over the toe, which is what they are famous for this style. And then also this middle bit is actually like a sock. So you can obviously tie them up here and then it gathers the sock in. So I have really narrow feet, so these are perfect for me. And obviously you have the tiny little Balenciaga detailing in the sole, which is a really lovely touch as well. I am in love with the cream pair that they do, and they do an all red pair, but for me if you are going to spend this kind of money on a trainer, then it's completely up to you, but obviously I would go for an all black pair first and then move on, hopefully, if you can afford it. So moving on to a pair that I've been sent recently. So these were sent to me by JD Sports, and they are the original NMDs. So I kind of have a love-hate relationship for these. When they first came out, I was in love with them. I think I have a thing for kind of rare trainers. So when they first came out, and I went to like the NMD launch party with Adidas, they were really hard to find. The event was so cool. The trainers were actually like locked into the walls and you could only just like touch them. Funny story, so we went to the event and it wasn't like we were getting gifted any. They were still really hard to find. They always kept selling out. And this was in a 3-story kind of loft in Shoreditch. So they had a competition running where there were some trainers locked in the wall, and you had to go through the building and find different numbers that were hidden in the walls or hanging on the ceiling, and then obviously then you had to put those numbers together to then crack the lock. So me and my boyfriend were like, we can try this. It took us about an hour. Everyone was just enjoying themselves and getting drunk, which probably we should have been doing, but instead we were like, let's try and get these free pair of NMDs. So yeah, we were spent about an hour and a half trying to find these codes, these numbers. Then obviously it took us another half an hour to try and crack it. We had to do all the different sequences, wrote them down in our notes, tried every single code, and none of them worked. So then we asked some staff and they were like, well, that should work. So after about, it nearly took us 2 hours, we actually managed to crack the lock and get the trainers. My boyfriend, being the sweetheart he is, he let me have them, and then I ended up getting some of the all black NMD sent to me, and I wore them to death. So since then I have had the black, I've had a pink pair from ASOS, and also a white pair which were given to me by JD as well. So now I have been giving these ones, and these are, it just says the NMD R1 originals, but these are actually different to any that I've been sent before or bought myself before, as they also have like this funky like pattern on the heel. So NMDs, I think, are the perfect everyday trainer. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money and you want to be comfortable but look good, I would go for some NMDs, because now they are really easy to find, and I think that is part of the reason why I don't wear mine as much. But that's just me being a little like trainer nerd freak. So yeah, these are super comfortable. They have the Boost technology heel and the same kind of sock trainer. So these are kind of like a grey, and these are available online now. They do fit true to size, so I just always go for a size 5, and yeah, there's not a lot more I can say about them apart from them being super comfortable. Adidas are one of my favourite trainer brands. Well, I think they are the trainer brand for me. Every single pair of trainers I've bought recently have been Adidas, purely because they are so comfortable and definitely worth the money. For me, when I see Nike trainers, I do fall in love with them, but just the price is, sometimes I can't justify the price for the trainer. So Adidas for me are definitely a lot more affordable, and you can definitely wear them for sport or for fashion. So I will actually be doing a giveaway for these trainers. So if you are a size 5, then leave a comment below and please do subscribe, and I will be picking a winner in the following weeks. I will announce it on my Instagram stories and on my Twitter, so make sure you're following me on there, and you could win these pair of NMDs. So moving on to my 4th pair in my top 5 picks are actually a pair that I've been sent recently from Shoe, but they look like they're about a year old because I've actually worn these every single day since I've got them. So these are just the original Vans in the black, and as much as I love them, they do. So like I said before, the backs of my heels do get shredded really easily by some trainers, and these sadly really do kill my feet. But I love them, so I just put up with it. I buy plasters and just replace them every time the plaster falls off, because they do look really good, and especially for some of my looks where I like to wear joggers and a bodysuit, these do look so much better than say an Ultra Boost or my Balenciagas, just because of the silhouette. It just looks a lot better. So for me, I have worn these all day around London. I just did get a bit of soreness around my ankle because I had these when I was about 14, and I remember them doing the exact same thing. They just, because they're just quite hard on the backs. All of my others are like a sock trainer, so they are really moulding to your feet, whereas these are so hard that even when I bend my foot, sometimes this part does stick into my foot. But it is worth it. I've now got these in the white leather as well. It's coming up for summer, so they will definitely look great for outfits, but they do ruin really easily. Like you can see by the heel that here, like it's just raised up already from me walking. They do get scuffed really easily. I just need to clean these because I haven't cleaned them since I've got them. So yeah, pain wise, they are definitely, I actually wear these on a night out, and I think these are why they look so dirty, because I hate wearing heels. As much as they look great, I have flat feet, so my foot can't bend to the heel properly, so I think this is why I spent all my money on trainers and not heels, because I just can't walk in heels, sadly. So they are super cheap. I think they're about £50, so we can just replace them as soon as they break. So moving on to my last and favourite pair of trainers. They obviously are my 350 Yeezy Adidas Boosts in green. So if you follow me on any social media or anything, you know that I just absolutely love Kanye, and I love his clothing line. I think he's an absolute genius. I do feel like I have to defend him with every single person I talk to, but for me, I absolutely love these trainers. I've tried to get every single pair that have been released online or on the app, and obviously I've failed every single time apart from when these came out. Sometimes I have been asleep and just forgotten, and that's obviously my fault, but I've entered giveaways and I've tried to do raffles, and it's just not for me. A lot of people I know go through the same pain as me. I think a lot of people do, because they are just so hard to get hold of. When the V1s came out, I had no luck, and then I did try for nearly every single ones of the V2s, and then one day I was just really lucky when they came out online, so I haven't had to pay ridiculous prices for these. I don't think I got to the point where I nearly did pay nearly £600 for a pair, but I just think that's so unfair, because for some reason there's less sizes made for girls, therefore people buy them just to resell them up for ridiculous prices, and it is really unfair, because some guys' pairs go for like 300, but the girls were going for a good £600, and that is heartbreaking, because I wanted a pair so badly, and just as I was about to be like, shall I do it, I managed to get a pair. So I'm a size UK 5, and when I went to try and buy them, there was no 5s left, so I got a 5.5, and actually I think that was a godsend, because these fit me perfectly. So they come in this box. It has obviously the Yeezy Boost 350 made by Adidas, and then all the detailing on this side. So you just slide it like this and they pop out. So obviously I have worn these. I've worn them on my Instagram, and I haven't actually worn these on my blog yet, and I don't know why, but I just absolutely love them. So you can see they have got some scuff marks on the heel, on like the boost bit, but that's the only trouble with these, is that these, where the sole is like rubber, when you scratch them and you like scuff them, they are really hard to stop them from marking. Obviously I do put a shoe protector on all of my trainers, so that a crep protect, so I try not to get them as dirty as I possibly can. So obviously I got the green colourway when they were released, and I am in love with them. So my boyfriend has the Oreos, which are kind of like a cream down here, but to the eye they nearly look exactly the same. Obviously they do come in multiple colours and you can get them on eBay or Depop, but you have to be really careful because there are loads of fakes out there, and some of them do look really good, and don't be spending ridiculous amounts of money on fake trainers because it is so hard unless you find a proper trainer dealer. There are a lot of Instagram accounts that I follow personally and they resell trainers, so it is up to everyone. Obviously if you really do want a pair, I know how you feel, and sometimes it is worth spending that kind of money to get a really nice pair of trainers. So I don't wear these too often because I don't like to ruin them, because they are so hard to replace. So they do wear really well. They are super comfortable. The backs have a kind of reflective 3 stripes to prove that they are Adidas. You have the Boost hidden in the sole here, and you obviously have the Supply 350 on the side. So I know a lot of people lace these differently. So I've laced mine like this and done a kind of weird double knot here, so that I literally just slide my foot in and then there is no laces kind of hanging about. You can obviously Google how to lace them because obviously people like to wear them differently. And obviously you have the Yeezy Adidas in the middle, but obviously where my foot has rubbed some of the Yeezy off. So these are obviously my absolute favourites in my trainer collection. I wish I'd got the zebras or the belugas, but for me, I just think I wouldn't buy the belugas resale. I would have to wait for them to be released again if they do get released, because spending ridiculous amounts of money on white trainers is just not for me. But if I had got them obviously through Adidas, then I would have been over the moon. So maybe I will look for some zebras because I feel like they're in the middle and you won't see the dirt as bad. But obviously these are my absolute favourites. And if you have any questions about any of the trainers or anything in general, please do leave a comment below and I will get back to you. Please follow me on my social media, and thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you liked it. So please subscribe to my channel, like the video, please leave any comments on other videos you'd like to see, follow me on social media. I really do love hearing from you guys, and this was such a highly requested video, so I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. Channel, like the video, please leave any comments on other videos you'd like to see, follow me on social media. I really do love hearing from you guys, and this was such a highly requested video, so I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.